Dini Gudlindlu. Dini, sanibonani, molo.
Molo mhlekazi, kunjani?
Sikhona. That's about as far as my isiXhosa goes. It was I hesitated a bit because I was just about to mess up the rest of the flow. Thank you so much for chatting to us, Dini.
No, thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Dini, what I actually appreciate, and I think a lot of people that just saw this clip that we played out now, is the work that you guys are doing. Taking a ride just under 1,000 kilometers from Joburg to Queenstown to help those less fortunate. Well done.
Say again? I didn't get the last part.
Now, saying well done to you. Now, this particular...
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, this particular initiative that you guys are on, what made you personally get involved with it?
Well, basically, I'm a product of second chances. So I've been down and out before, and I've had people give me a helping hand. So when the opportunity came about, you know, to give someone else a helping hand, so it was a no-brainer for me. So that's why I signed up, and I'm hoping to take on more tours in the future. So I did my first one last year. This year I won't be able to join the guys the first half of the race of the tour, but I'm hoping to join from halfway. But I'll continue raising funds for underprivileged kids.
Quite interesting that the way you started about your inspiration is that you're a product of second chances. Having said that, I mean, South Africa is made up of a whole lot of stories of second chances, and it's actually quite interesting that they actually that inspiration manifests in different ways, and yours is in cycling. Tell us about the cycling tour itself. Where and how do you work out the route?
Okay, so we start from Joburg, from Heidelberg, and we ride through the Eastern Free State to Queenstown. So that's a total of 850 Ks. So on average we ride for about 90 to 100 Ks a day. And yeah, so it's quite taxing, but totally worth it.
In terms of the logistics of working it out, it must have taken quite a bit to get it together, because how big is the team that actually does the ride?
Last year we had a team of 17 cyclists and a support team of, I think there were about 5 or 6 guys. This year I think there's about 10 in total. So it is a mammoth effort, and thanks to Tony, the organizer, as well as the other guys that helped put the tour together. So that from accommodation to catering, everything is on point. So yeah, I actually gained 2 kgs on the tour. So that's how happy I was.
Wow, okay, cool. I'm sure that's not one of the intended results of going on an 843 kilometer cycle tour from Joburg to Queenstown, gain 2 Ks.
I was hoping to lose weight, but yeah.
Yeah. Is that why you're joining in halfway through? Because you don't want to put on the 2Ks this time around. Listen, here's a quick one for you.
The Cook sisters and
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. I was going to ask you about the Cook sisters and how are you being received along the route? Because going through all those little dorpies must be quite a spectacle. Yes. There's no major cycle tour going on, and you go in a route that doesn't exist on a normal cycle tour. How are you being received going along the way, and what kind of questions are you being asked?
The response from the public has been awesome. I mean, throughout the 9 days that we cycle, we meet different people from different backgrounds, and they want to know what we're doing and why we're doing it, and and we actually stop and have a chat with all the different people that we meet, and it's life-changing stuff. And getting to experience the country through riding a bike versus driving, it's amazing. And I would advise, if anyone is thinking of doing it, to sign up. They won't regret it at all.
So now the main thing about this particular cycle tour is, as I said earlier on in our introduction, is to get those with less opportunities an opportunity to get the kind of education that you got, because you went to Queen's Boys, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Now, there've been some students who've actually benefited from this, because the reason it's called 1965 is because it's been going since 1965, isn't it?
No. It was founded by the class of 1965.
Yes, that's
so
right.
so the metric class of 1965 from Queen's College.
Yep.
So the tour started on the in 2011, and it's been going on for 6 years now. So
Right.
yeah, and it's just grown from strength to strength from there. Yeah.
No, thanks for getting me correct in the right lane on that particular start time. There are some students that have benefited from this, and I think it would be useful for our viewers to get a bit of a clip to hear what two of them have got to say. Let's take a listen to this.
Education is very important, because if you don't have education, you can't go anywhere in life, because education is basically the key to your future. To see those big guys going to the wreck, it's like, how did they survive? But then when I answer myself back, it's like, oh, these guys are the guys that are giving back to the school, and they had to work hard and want to improve someone else's life, and didn't think about themselves. They thought about someone else's future. In life, I want to achieve a good life, and I want to become a sports scientist and a professional sprinter. This bursary made a difference in my life, because now my parents can get me all the resources that I need, and I have to work hard now to keep the funders happy and to keep my parents happy too.
For me, hearing that all these people who I don't even know, I haven't even met, and they are risking their bodies, risking their time, trying to raise money for me and for other students like me, I feel very humbled. I feel a whole lot of gratitude, and I feel proud of them, firstly, and I'm thankful that there are some people like this in the world who want to help other people.
To the 1965 ride, you did this for me, I won't disappoint you.
Dini, I hope you managed to get a bit of that, because that's really inspirational. I mean, at a time when the Fees Must Fall hashtag resonates with many, the work that you're doing, what you're doing, must come as a welcome, breath of inspiration and positivity for a lot of families. Please tell us quickly, in a minute or less, how does it work? How do people get involved? How do you make the money to help these kids?
Okay, so if you sign up as a cyclist, you have to raise a minimum of 30,000 Rand, and it's not that difficult to raise the money. You can approach your friends, colleagues, and if you give yourself enough time to raise it, then it shouldn't be a problem. We also welcome corporate sponsors. So for example, one of our biggest sponsors is the Dawn Group. We also have Pfizer on our side, as well as General Motors. So every cent counts, and it goes for a good cause. So yeah, I'd encourage people to sign up. And you can also go to www.1965ride.co.za, and on Twitter we are at hashtag 1965ride, and Facebook you can find us 1965ride. So it's just 1965ride all the way.
Dini, thank you so much. I really do wish you the best when you do actually get to join the ride. Hope you don't put on too many keys between where you join and when you get to Queenstown. Best of luck, and well done on this.
Thank you very much for having us. I really appreciate it.
No, very good. There you had it. A man who believes in second chances, making sure that others get second chances as well. Dini Gudlindlu, from formerly of Queen's Boys High.